Good morning. I pray that your Friday was filled with spaces and places of joy, of peace, of happiness. I'm out here on a walking trail. There's a nice breeze that's been going. There's the pond in back of me, and there is a goose or duckling that kind of prevented me from going where I really wanted to go, but such is life. But anyway, the topic today is wisdom. Wisdom comes from learning from our challenges. You know, in life, there are many things that can challenge us. I'm trying to find a good space to be. That can challenge us. We can have challenges in relationships, challenges with our children, challenges on the job, challenges with just dealing with ourselves, because you know sometimes we can be a whole mess. But wisdom comes when after those challenges occur, we learn from them. And when I say learn from them, that's the important part. We're not just focused on they did me wrong, why they do that. We're not just focused on placing the blame on outside folk. We focus on what can I learn from this situation? What can I learn from this experience? I want you to think about things that may have happened in your life, challenges you may have encountered, and you actually learn from them. You know, insanity in 12-step programs, they define insanity as doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And if you keep doing that, I guarantee you, you will not gain wisdom. But if you focus on learning when you have a challenge, when something happens in your relationship, when situations occur, that's the when that, you know, just kind of leave you shaking your head. What can you learn from those situations? You know, I was thinking as I was walking, because that's how I think of my topics, I was thinking about when I was growing up and I was primarily raised by my aunt. And when I would do something that she had told me not to do, and sometimes she would give me a second or third chance, but eventually she'd say, I can show you better than I can tell you. And then I would get that proverbial spanking, or back then a whooping. And you know, I learned over time, I sometimes I use wisdom and understood, well, if I do that thing, it's going to equal a whipping, so maybe I should stop. That's what I mean by learning from situations. If you keep getting in relationships where people keep treating you wrong, but people keep doing the exact same thing to you that the last person did, that the last brother did, that the last sister did, then wisdom would say, let me learn from this. Maybe my picker is broken. Maybe I should be more aware of red flags. Maybe I should change the dating pool of people who I'm attracted to. If you keep getting jobs where you feel underappreciated, where you feel like you're being taken advantage of, instead of just grumbling and putting up with it or just being resigned, maybe you can use wisdom and learn from that situation and learn and say, if I don't want to have these experiences, what might I need to do to have more control over of the way I earn money? So maybe you may want to start that business. Maybe you might want to write that book. Maybe you might want to walk in the purpose of that thing you've been sitting on for so long. So I don't want to make this a really, really long video. I just want to remind you, sometimes we think that wisdom comes from knowing so much or from people having, that's their gift. But wisdom comes, any of us can be wise. It simply comes from learning from the challenges that we encounter, learning from our situations that may come up in relationships, learning different things about ourselves, and then putting that lesson in place. Love you all. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.